Hello and welcome to the micro lesson specifically about objects and methods. And what I've done is there's two little sections here. I've created a Java class example. I've created a Java class example, the actual code itself. And then I've created an actual, so here's my product.java and this is my object. Now in the product.java, the way kind of objects work is you create a generic class to use a particular object. So when I come in here, for instance, the class called product, when I declare product, it's going to start with a price, a quantity, and a name, which is the LED monitor. Now what happens is if I go along, I can change different things. For instance, if I call the method change name, it has the expectation that I'm going to have a new name, and it assigns whatever that new name is, whatever I feed it, to name. The same with change price. If I call it change price, it's going to then take a double in that's a new price and then assign it to price. And then if I have a quantity, it's then going to assign that to my change quantity. And then what it's going to do is just print changes. So each one of these are methods that can be called from within the actual code itself to do these different things. Our default product is an LED monitor at a whole lot of money. Yeah, $2 million, 10 of them. Then what I can do is I can change all the product and then actually print them out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how that works in the actual code itself. So if I go along here and here's my Java example. So I declare two types of products as the class or using the class called product. So when I declare product 1 equals new product, what I'm actually doing is I'm going to this particular class and I'm instantiating the object called product. So the very first thing is it's going to have a constructor, so the default value is LED monitor $2 million and 10. So when I come along in here and I declare product 1 as new product, product 1 has the default values of LED monitor $2 million and 10. That's what it is. And then product 2, when I declare that as new product, that also has LED monitor $2 million and 10. So now I have these two elements, product 1 and product 2, both of new product. Then what I can do is, since I have methods, change name, change price, change quantity, and print changes, right? So then I can come in and I can go, okay, product 1 dot change name keyboard. So what I'm doing is I'm going into product 1 and I'm changing the name to keyboard. So right after this line of code is done, it accesses product 1, which is this particular class, is instantiated as this object that is LED monitor, and it's going to replace the name with keyboard. Then what happens, it's going to go in and change the name to 85,000. The price to 85,000, and then it's going to change the quantity to 100, and it's going to print out the changes. Then for product 2, notice I've got two products. I've got product 1 and product 2. Both have been instantiated with the basics of LED monitor 2 million and 10. Then what happens is I go in here and I say, okay, I want you to access product 2 at its change name. So I'm using the method called change name to the object product 2. And I change the name to mouse. Then I change the price to 55,000. Then I change the quantity to 120. Each element of these, since they've been declared as an object of this particular class and instantiated, it has access to not only this creation, but all the methods defined here under. So it can do the print changes, it can do the quantity, it can do the price, it can do the name. So each one of these things are possible. So you'll look down here, when I finally run it, product. So all of these changes here don't actually have anything to the screen except print changes right here. Keyboard, price, 85,000, quantity, 100. So it's actually doing this last element right here, which is product and name. So it's going to whatever the name of this particular object is. Then it's going to the price. And then it's going to the quantity. So it's pulling out whatever's been fed to it as that particular product. So in the first example, you notice it says product 1.print changes. So product 1 is the object that you are sending. So product 1.print changes. So there's my product with the name, so it goes to product 1 name, product 1 price, product 1 quantity. And because of the fact I made name, price, and quantity changes right here, when I print out the changes, that's what I see. Name, keyboard, because that's the keyboard I changed. Price 85,000. Quantity, 100. Awesome. And then when I print changes, there it is. And then if I take a look at my next one right here, 55,000, quantity, 120, mouse, right? These are all the changes that I've taken place in here with a call of my methods for product 2, which is specifically listed right here. One of the other things I want to talk about is the fact that if you do in fact create this class with these different elements in it, make sure that you include both the main, here's the main right here, and the class, here's the class right here, in the same items. Because if I take, let's say for instance, I take my Java, my product, right? If I take my product and I move it up here, sometimes when you make it, it creates up there. I'm not going to refactor. I'm going to move without refactoring, and I'm going to push OK. So it moves it up there. The very first thing that'll happen is if I go to my Java class example, oh, it already put it together. When I actually did this to begin with, what happened was it did not see all the elements. See, package, Java class example, because it doesn't know that this is related to this, because they're not connected. So you have to make sure that they're in the same, yes, move without refactoring, okay. You have to make sure they're in the same thing, and then it sees one another and works perfectly fine together. All right, so I hope that that kind of helps you out a little bit with classes. I hope that helps you out a little bit for your understanding of things. And if you have any particular questions, let me know. Otherwise, have yourself a very good day, and I hope it does all right for you.